Alright, so I'm going to wait on the first 10 minutes of price, like I said. Alright, so I got another 2 minutes for that. And then I'm waiting for a close outside the 10-minute box, right? This box right here on the 5-minute chart. So I'm going to wait for price to close outside this box one way or the other. And then after that, I'm going to stick my stop loss. I need to. So let me show you guys some examples. Uh, what the fuck just happened? Why did it log me out? That was weird. Okay, so right here, right, we have the first 10 minutes of price, right? 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm looking for a close outside this zone on the 5-minute, right? So we get it right here. This is where I would have gone short at. I would have stuck my stop probably above this wick right here, because you can see this wick right here, right? So with this strategy, I have to enter pretty small, 1 or 2 micros. But if you look, it never closes outside this 10-minute zone, right? Which is what I'm looking for. And then it pushes all the way down, right? And over here, right? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, closes outside, pushes all the way up. And it doesn't work every single time. That's why you have to size small and let it play out over a set period of time. Right? Like this one right here would have stopped you out. Boom, boom, boom. But if you just re-enter and take it up, alright, 510, close outside. This is 2-8 up to 40. That's 14 points on gold, or 12 points on gold. Sorry, a little quick maths. Right? So that's what I'm going to be doing here. I like the strategy on NASDAQ, but only in London and Asia. Right? So same here. I wait for the 5-minute close outside the zone, take my buy, let it ride. Right here, wait for the 5-minute close outside the zone, take my buy. Right? What is this? 4-7 up to 70. So that's 50 points on NQ. That's a fucking banger trade. Like some of these trades are massive. This is a 370. This is a 300 point trade right here. Right? Right here. 510, close outside. 782, 726. That's 60 points. 55. So it seems really simple because it is, and it works very well because it's simple and it's easy to follow, right? That's a lot of what trading has to do is how much can you follow your strategy and let it play out over a set period of time. Um, I'm not trying to be 100 and 0. I would rather be 118 to 93 or something like that, you know? Like that's realistic in trading. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be waiting right here. this is gonna be my. Huh, I wonder how can I name this. I know people name them somehow. Hmm. Yeah, just not purple, I think. There we go. Allegedly. Hell yeah, dude. I love to hear that, random. Yeah, I think you were telling me you passed like a couple evals this week, which is sick, dude. So I'm just being patient here. I'm just waiting on it, right? I'm not rushing anything. Oh man. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's really great. Um, I use it for the same reasons, right? No stress, and I have a very clear, defined risk management with it. Um, I don't do very great at scalping. I get lost in the sauce really quick, and it usually goes downhill. So I had to figure something out for me that allowed me to trade a little bit slower, allow me to maintain my risk and still be profitable. So this is what I came up with. This is what works well for me. Um, it's not like super flashy. I'm not really going to be making a fuck ton of money with it, but you can get good trades off of it. Um, that will turn into a lot of money with really great risk to reward. You just need to let the edge play out over time. Keep your sizing consistent with your risk, right? So if this zone is 2.8 down to 12, then I know I can't really use more than one micro on this trade, right? One or two micros max, because I need to be able to give it this whole zone. But if we have something like this, right, where it's 7.3 to 8.1, that's still a pretty big zone. I'll probably use one or two micros on it. You will get zones like this, 44 to 50. You know, this one's a little bit smaller. I could take a 3 micros on this. But my goal is to keep my risk around $200 to $300 per trade, right? That's the only thing you can actually control in the market is how much money you risk. You can't control where this price is going. You can't control when it's going to reverse. Yeah, dude, I know, man. I was so tired. I like went to bed at London Open instead of waiting. But yeah, look at this Nasdaq run last night, dude. Fucking 371 up to 660. 300 point trade last night with this, dude. Crazy. Let's see what the actual numbers are on NQ. Forget I have data now. 505 to 802. Yeah, literally 300 points. Super smooth. Super smooth. This one would have been a loss last night in Tokyo, but you could have caught it going back down. Like, whenever I see it closing like this, below, 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 below the halfway, to me, that just screams short. Oh, what just happened to my MGC? That was weird. West Texas. If we start coming down to the bottom here, let's see, where are we going to be going to? I need to drop down to the 1 minute. Yeah, right here. Where did you look for this at? Gold? This one? Lower? I don't see anything lower. It's this. Or is it this? I'm trying to find where is price going to come to the bottom right here, and why is it moving this way? Here it is. Well, Bay Doji. Oh, I was like not at the right place. Right? Yeah. This is it right here. It's gonna try to push down, I think, and break this level, and then we're gonna look for. Uh, Hard to say how far down it'll go before it turns around. Let's look at the dollar. Let's look at this dollar right here. So what I'm thinking is the dollar is going to come down into this order block, and it's going to bounce. Whenever this bounces, right, so it's pushing down, I think gold's going to be coming up. Whenever this bounces, I think that's whenever we'll see gold start to push back down. Damn, the dollar caught a little bit of strength last night, and now it's gonna start plummeting again. It's weird how the dollar get usually gains value overnight, like, and then New York opens and it plummets. Does anyone know why that is? Like, I genuinely have no idea. I was just curious if anyone here knew. Ba-dum. So I'm just being patient, not rushing anything right here. That's the biggest part of it, right? You don't need to be trading just because you're sitting down at your computer. Odds are, if you can sit here and not take a trade, you're probably more likely to be successful, um, just because you have the control to not trade whenever you need to not trade, right? Like, this is all choppy right here anyway. I wouldn't want to be taking any of these. Let's see. The plot thickens. We're gonna start wedging here. Makes me also think we're probably gonna wedge up into this, and then probably drop down. I think for sure we come and retest this low. I just don't know when it'll happen. So I'm just being patient, just waiting. Like I told you guys, I'm not in any rush to take any trades right now. I don't need to. See what kind of news we have coming out today, if there's anything. No news today. We like that. We like that. We very much like that. Let me make sure I have my account set up. Here. Oh shit, they updated it to save your settings, dude. That's sick. Recently you had to go through here and like redo it every single time. It was kind of annoying. But I knew they would get to it. It's just not a high priority. It's like, there's other things to worry about, which is true. Oh, is it this one? Oh, okay, I have it drawn wrong here. Yeah, 9905. Okay, cool. I was like, it looks weird over here. So like I said, I'm gonna probably go on like 2 micros here. Whenever we do get a close to whichever way we get, I'm gonna close to. But until it closes outside, I'm not even worried about it. Like I literally don't even have to sit here and ever think about an entry, you guys. Like it's so great for your trading longevity for your mental state to just be able to sit here and know, like, okay, this is when I'm going to enter. If this does not happen, if XYZ does not happen, right? Like, if I do not get a close outside the 10-minute box on the 5-minute chart, right, which we have not had, so I'm just simply not taking a trade, like, right? Like, condition number 2 hasn't been met, so we don't enter to condition number 3, which says enter, right? And then with this, I don't have to worry about like catching a good move, like a perfect move. I can just be generally right with this, and then uh, let it compound over an extended period of time. Um, like I said, it doesn't win every single day, so you're gonna take some losses, of course, just like anything else in trading. So you just need to be able to manage your risk. That's one thing I preach all the time about how risk is the only thing you can actually manage and control in trading. Um, I have zero control, you guys. Absolutely zero fucking control over where is price gonna go. I have zero control over where is price gonna turn around. I really can't control a damn thing except for how much money do I risk whenever I press this button right here. Right? Whenever I press buy or sell, how much money am I risking? That's the only thing you can ever actually control when you're trading. Alright, looks like we might get a close here. If we do, I'll take my buy. Alright, no dice, so we just keep waiting. I know that for the next 5 minutes I don't have to do anything, so I can do whatever I want. Like, I like this strategy because I can, like, in the morning run around, do whatever I really want to, and then just check back every like 5 minutes or so. And there's one of these that I really liked. Just trying to find it, but here we go. A little something in the background helped me wake up. It's like 6 in the morning for me, 6:30. So just a wee bit early. I'm starting to get more used to it. I'm starting to have more free time too. I work on a farm seasonally, so like we're in harvest and stuff right now, and I've just been busting my butt. All right, let's see what happens here. Okay, so this is why I don't rush the buy right here, right as it's pushing up, because it looks like we're going to come down. Mm. Got this little order block right here that we tapped into the half mark of, and then just That would have been a really good entry. I just didn't see it in time. In hindsight, where everything is easier. Anybody got any questions? Anybody? I'm just looking on this candle right here. I'm waiting on it to close. And this is why I don't rush the trade. Here it goes. We just touched this balance for sure. Alright, we pushed through it. We're going to come for this one. I'm just going to wait. Make sure I'm not getting hunted here. Alright, because we have all this moved down to the bottom that we need to go. So I'm going to just be patient and wait on my close. I'm going to have to come scale this way down though. The only problem with this is it's a pretty big candle. 2807. It's like a 20-point candle. So we're for sure going to get some kind of pullback here. Oh, that's too much. Alright. I had a little bit too much risk on it first, so I took it off. Right, because this thing's going to move. This is 1 micro. If it's going to be moving around like this, I don't want to have a $500 stop loss up here. I just don't. And then we need to find where is price going to come down to. Let's touch that. So it's going to probably come down to like here. What the fuck just happened? I don't know what just happened, but it closed my fucking trade out. Damn, dude, I just missed out on so much money because of that. What the fuck? Yeah, was that what just happened right here? It hit my take profit, but it lagged like crazy. Oh, okay. I was like, man, dude, did I just miss out on a shit ton? But okay, well, that was picture perfect, you guys. I literally can't make that shit up. Let me show you why it came down to right here. Alright, so I'm going to explain balance to you guys. It's a concept that is been reworded, right? But hey, we take that all day. Quick 3 fucking 50. And then I'm done for the day, you guys. I won't take another trade today. Like that's my one and done. Mostly because it's Friday and there is no Tokyo session. But I'll do this every session, right? So you see how that patience paid off right there, and you see how I had absolutely no fucking stress or worry about where price is going, because it legitimately doesn't fucking matter to me. I'm an unbiased trader. I do not care about where price is going. I just care about facilitating orders with the movement of price, right? So I get to do that with this strategy. Nice, dude. Yeah, I think that was just honestly that was just a huge volume push and probably a lot of shit lagged right there. Um, yeah, I think that's really what it was. Okay, so let's talk about balance, right? Now, why am I biased to the. I'm not biased, right? Like, I don't care if it. I'm not only looking to short here. But let's talk about why am I expecting this to go short, okay? So, for one, we see right here. Let me go to like a 15-minute. It'll probably look a little bit better. Yeah. Okay. You can see right here that we're just pushing up, right? And we're trying to break this previous low, but we never did. Okay. Price is trying to break structure right now on a large time frame, right? This is what's happening. I can see this, so I know, like, okay, this push down right here. Let me delete all these arrows. Delete this. I'll put this back up in just a second. Okay, so I know that price fails to break the structure here, right? I see it come up here. Fails to make a new high. Fails to make a new high. Fails to make this high again. Fails to make the high again. Continuously fails, right? And then I see this wick down right here. So this wick is going into this balance. Guaranteed. Right here. Right? So what is balance in the market, right? Balance in the market is where price is considered fair at. Okay? So CME's entire job, right? CME, COMEX, the people that run this, right? All the data, their job is to keep the market fair. Okay? So what do I mean by keeping it fair? As retail traders, we are at an extreme capital disadvantage, right? We do not have billions and billions of dollars like banks do, institutional money, to go and take these massive trade orders, right? So what's happening here, as price continues up, institutions are not buying, they're selling, right? So they've bought here, probably, right? They probably bought here, right? Whenever we're going long in the market, institutions are doing the opposite, right? They're stacking orders. They are who moves the price, right? So this is all important. It all ties into balance, right? Right here, they're selling, 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 selling. They're selling the whole entire way up, right? Only for a few, like 5-10% of the time in the market is institution and retail on the same side, right? Um, what do I mean by that? So if they're selling their way up, right? They're stacking their positions. They're going to need to break this floor to make money on them, right? Now they're going to sit here and they're going to let you chop around, chop around, chop around. And as they're getting ready, they're going to start putting in things like this, little wicks, right? To try to get you offsides and emotional. That's not their main goal. They don't sit here and think like, oh, retail traders are going to do this, but it's a byproduct of the way they stack their orders, right? So right here is where they drop the hammer and they go like 10,000 contracts short, right? That's probably what just happened here, right? Somebody just went massively short here. um, and it's institutional money, right? So, being as I don't have 10,000 contracts to trade and move the market, 100,000 contracts, whatever, I don't know how many it takes, but being as I don't have that much money, I have to be able to play into their cards, right? So I need to be able to find where is price fair, right? Because this big movement right here, this is where price is fair. So this is where retail and institution are on the same page, right? No one knows where it's going. It's going higher or lower. This is a fair price, right? You have buyers and sellers, buyers, sellers. It's moving sideways, right? So I know that this is going to be balanced. And then same to the bottom. You have buyers, sellers, buyers. So this point here is going to be balance. And look where price comes in test. Right? So that's how I know over here that I'm going to be looking for a low like this, because I can see right here, buyers buy, sellers, buyers. So that's why a moment ago, whenever I was sitting there dragging my stop down, or my take profit down, I've drawn these for a while, so I don't need to necessarily draw them out live to be able to see it. But I can see, oh, this one has, so you're only looking for one touch to it, right? So now this zone has been redelivered, price has been set back fair, right? What is happening whenever price moves outside of these zones, right? So we have this balance right here, price moves outside, price becomes unfair from this price, right? So to keep the market fair, price needs to come back down and test this price again, okay? Because it expanded out of it in an unfair, aggressive manner. This is what CME does to keep the market balanced. This is what they do to keep institutions from just doing whatever they want to all day long in the market. That's the whole reason CME regulates the market. Um, Also, I'm sure so that Uncle Sam can make sure they're getting paid their money. But point being is, if you learn how to look for it and understand it, you can start to take advantage of it. So what do I mean by enter and target the closest balance and direction of trade? Well, so right here, if I'm looking for this short, I can see, okay, this balance right here has been touched into, right? It's like this right here. This big candle, sellers sell, buyers buy. I can see it's been touched into. So I don't have to worry about this balance anymore. Okay, balance right here, buyers buy, sellers sell, buyers buy. Right, we've touched into it. I don't have to worry about this balance anymore. Okay, buyers buy, sellers sell, buyers buy. Look, we touched it. I don't have to worry about this balance anymore. Right here. Look, we touch it right here. Okay, so now I don't need to worry about that balance. Right here. Now this is a little bit different, because you can see that this is where price starts to really push up. And you have this 10-minute let me see, where is it? It's like right here. Yeah. So you can see right here, this is where the first one, where price has not pushed down and touched the line, right? And so that's why I can see this over here on Onyx when I'm looking at it, right? I'm like looking over here, like, okay, it's touch, not dragging down, boom. That's why I like to try to kind of pre-draw the zones. And then I have like a predetermined place for my profit. But nine times out of 10, like my trades are pretty close to like to the tick. So do with that as you will. We are 4 for 4 profitable, 4 weeks in a row on stream. So I'm pretty proud of that. We did it pretty fast today, 45 minutes. It's not too bad. Not too shabby. Honestly, that sucker dropped so fast, man. How much did that do? 306 down to 68. Wow. 40-point drop. Shebang. Man, I should have kept that second one on, huh? Shouldn't have been a chicken. But no, I have to follow my rules and keep my risk correct. So, that's it. Anybody have any questions about this? It's pretty straightforward. If you want to screenshot the rules, they're right here. Does anyone have any questions on finding balance? I know that's probably a concept you guys don't use. So, going once, going twice, you guys. This is your chance to ask questions for free. I usually charge people for this, so Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Did you guys do any? How'd you guys do this week? Anyone pass any evals? Anybody blow up any accounts? Anybody want to talk about it? Maybe figure out what they're doing wrong. Share what they're doing right with anybody else. I mean, we're here to be a community, you guys. So don't ever feel like you can't chime in. There's no wrong answers to anything. It gets everyone in a daze. Should I put on some like techno music in the morning, dude? Some 6 a.m. techno? Alright, well, if nobody has any questions, then you guys can check me out on my server. So we're over here. We are the Speculators Guild. I stream every day for New York and Tokyo, right? So New York, Tokyo. Every Saturday we do a giveaway. It's a 50K Fun and Futures Network eval, um, right here. Oh, I need to change it to 4. Um, Anyone can join. It's available to all free members. All you have to do is you just need to be here at the time of the giveaway. Then we have a small class that we do on Sundays. This is really good. If you check out my YouTube, all right, we have a sneak. There's sneak peeks, and then these are like my previous streams. So if you ever want to go and watch the previous streams of Fun and Futures Network, they're right here, right? But I'm looking for the same entries on everything. And then right here at like an hour in is a sneak peek of our short class or of our small class. And then so that was this one. And on this one, I have a sneak peek of the second class, right? So if that's something you're interested in, you can go and check that out. I think there's a lot of value in there. We are trying to explain the way the market works, explaining when and how to enter. So if you want to check that out, there's that. Let me give you an invite to this. So if anyone wants to join the giveaway, all you need to do is be in the server, and then in the server right here under events, we have the giveaway. So this time will be in your local time. So if I'm in California, so it's noon for me, but if you were like in Miami, it would be 3 p.m. for you. Like I would say it right here. So whatever time this says right here is what time the giveaway starts. I usually give everybody about 15 minutes to join. Um, and then I have a bot created that I can use to like pull entries for, and then we spin a wheel. I'll send you the code, whoever wins. So yeah, we do that every single week, and then on Tuesdays I'm gonna start doing the streams here in Fun and Futures Network, but also I do free streams Monday or Tuesday morning for my group. So if that's something you want to check out, you can come check us out. I think that's pretty much it. Don't forget that WAP has their BOGO going right now. Let me see. I'm pretty sure it's probably posted somewhere. Oh, yeah, right here. Don't forget they got their buy one, get one going. It's like the best deal in the industry right now. So if that's something that you want to check out, I think you definitely should get some. I've been stacking some up. Um, Man, I've been struggling getting one of these funded, but I just gotta stop trading outside of my strategy, trying to scalp, and then I'll get it. I just gotta be patient. Just get to that like $1,000 mark, and then I'm like, oh, I'm close, and then try to scalp. I suck at scalping, you guys. If you ever see me scalping, do not copy me. Do not, copy me if you see me scalping. So, um, yeah, that's pretty much that. I run this group with my partner, Tyler, right here. So if you ever see him, he is the other owner, and you will see. He's always doing pretty good. We're gonna do an options class soon. I think it'll be free for everybody, but we're always posting trades in here. So if you want to get some good content, good value out of it, then this is the place to be. Um, Tyler consistently has days like this where he trades 30 accounts at once. So he's not a very talkative guy though, but he has really good reads on the market, right? So if anybody has any questions, just let me know. If not, then I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow for the giveaway. We have not had many people showing up for them. I think last week we had 10 people there. So if you don't have anything going on tomorrow and you want a chance to win a free $60, then I suggest you show up and just listen to me talk for 10 minutes. Because, like I said, you literally don't got to do a damn thing. I'm not asking you to spend any money or anything like that. You just got to be there in the call. That's it. No strings attached. Anyone can win. Um, so, so if you join my server, you can come right here to the events section. For me, it's noon because I'm in California. But this right here, this giveaway event, it'll tell you your local time. So, like, if you're in Florida, it would be 3 p.m. But for me, since I'm in California, it's going to say noon. And that just depends on your location. But it's right here for you. So whatever your local time is, it'll say it right here. Yep. And I literally just go on here, wheel spinner, right? Like this is like last week's entry, right? And that's it. So for people that are VIP in my server, I give them extra entries. So like Doza does our one-on-one. That's like our highest tier. And then if you boost our server, I'll give you an extra entry, right? So if you come right here and you boost us, all these people get an extra entry for each boost. So Doza gets an extra 2 entries because he boosted. Norwood's going to get an extra entry because he boosted. Bean gets 2 because he boosted. Jay gets 1 because he boosted, right? So that's just my way to give back to people. I understand maybe not everyone wants to join the VIP, so I try to give you 2 different ways to get more entries. And if you want to do both of them, that's totally cool too. But yeah, so pretty much anyone that is right here is these are our one-on-one students, so they get 4 entries plus their boost. These are our small class members, so they get 3 entries plus whatever they boost. These are our free members, and then we have VIP members somewhere. Uh, I don't know why. I don't know why the VIP one doesn't ever show up. But we have VIP members. They get 2 entries, and then all the free members get 1 entry. And so that's how I weight it. That's why some people have more entries than others, right? And then I'll just spin the wheel. And then like this week, Sergio, you would have won a fucking. Uh, Damn, that's so funny. Sergio won the first one. Pretty sure. Yeah, he won the first one. Sick. But yeah, so that's how I do it. Like I said, literally the only thing you have to do is just be there. Um, so yeah. Damn, dude. It was a banger trade too, dude. Freaking 30 points real like literally in the snap of a second, dude. It happened so fast that I barely even got my take profit set in time. It happened so fast. I thought the platform lagged or something like that. That it glitched and it took me out early because they just hadn't even printed, man. Easy money, dude. Easy money. So yeah, you guys check me out. I have all of our streams. I'm gonna post this stream on the YouTube. Um, Come check out the Discord. Like I said, no strings attached. You just need to be in the Discord, and you can win a free 50K tomorrow. You just got to be in the call. So uh, make sure you check out the buy one get one sale before it ends. You only got like 14 days. So you got 2 weeks. Still plenty of time. Just stack them, stack them, stack them, and then usually what I like to do is I'll buy like 3 or 4, and then I'll just trade the free ones until I either pass or blow up all the free ones, and then I'll start trading the ones that I paid for. Yeah. So anybody got any questions? Going once, going twice. If not, then I hope you guys have a great day. Um, Here's my rules one more time. If any of you wanna, oh, what the fuck just happened? Hotkeys. How the fuck do I turn you off? Is this hotkeys? Whatever. I could just do this. Could have got me right there. So there's the rules. Anybody wants them? Super simple, super easy. And if you literally just follow those 5 rules, you'll make money. Just make sure that if you know you're trading on a 25K account, you need to keep your risk at about $200 to $300 in between there. That's why today you saw me. I had 1 micro and I was like, or I had 2 micros on and I was like, oh, that's $500 risk. I have to take one off. So I took one off and then it pushed down. Now, admittedly, I would have made twice as much money, but I would have twice as much risk. So you can never control how much money you're going to make, right? I can never control how far it's going to go down. I can, of course, control whenever I exit, but you can't control, is price going to move to your exit or not. But you can control how much you're risking. Like, okay, well, if price reverses on me, then I know I can control how much I'm going to lose. But you can never control whether or not you're going to hit your take profit. So just keep that in mind as you trade, you guys. The only thing you can control is your risk. The only thing. You cannot control anything else. So let that sink in. Do with it as you will. And I hope you guys have a good weekend. You guys got any plans for the weekend? Anybody do anything crazy? I don't think I'm doing anything this weekend. I'm kind of sick. I'm just going to sleep. So, alright. I'll catch you guys on Tuesday. I'll be here again. I'm going to start doing streams here on Tuesday, and then I'll still be here on Friday. So I'll be here Tuesday afternoon. Well, Tuesday night, I guess, actually. And then Monday morning. So, check me out. I'll be here. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If anyone has any questions, you can always ask over here in the free chat. Or you can DM me directly and I'll help you out. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Don't forget to come check out the buy one get one sale. Don't forget that I'm doing a free giveaway tomorrow. And I will see you guys again next week. So, have a good weekend. Be safe. Trade smart today. It's Friday, Freaky Friday. So size down, be responsible, make sure you end your week green. Don't give back all the profits you made this week. And I'll see you guys next week. So later. Nice. You too, dude. I appreciate you guys.